Chapter 20: The Stolen Cudgel and the Celestial Ring. A journey to defeat the great Rhinoceros King. One fateful day, as the pilgrims approached a towering mountain, the Tang priest expressed his concern for the dangers that lay ahead. Monkey, ever the confident and fearless protector, reassured his master that their combined magical abilities would shield them from any harm. As they pressed on, the travelers were confronted by a mountain that seemed to pierce the very heavens, its crags and peaks a testament to the raw power of nature. The Tang priest, ever cautious, called upon his disciples to be vigilant against the potential threats of tigers, wolves, and monstrous creatures that could lurk in the shadows of such a place. Monkey, with his keen senses and vast experience, spotted a sinister aura emanating from a distant settlement. He warned his master of the treacherous nature of the spirits and demons that could deceive and ensnare the unwary with illusions of safety and comfort. Despite the warnings, the Tang priest, driven by hunger and the need for sustenance, was tempted by the prospect of shelter and food. It was then that Monkey, ever resourceful, offered to fetch provisions, leaving his master and the others to wait in a circle he had drawn for protection, a magical barrier that would keep them safe. As Monkey ventured forth to a nearby farmhouse, he encountered an old man who, with a wooden stick and a sheepskin hat, seemed to embody the wisdom of the ages. The old man, however, was less than welcoming, and Monkey soon realized that the hospitality he sought was not to be found in this place. Undeterred, Monkey used his cunning to infiltrate the farmhouse and discovered a pot of rice, which he filled his begging bowl with, intending to bring sustenance back to his master and companions. But upon his return, he found that the circle of protection he had left behind was empty, and the travelers were nowhere to be seen. In their absence, the Tang priest and his disciples had been lured by the deceptive allure of a seemingly abandoned mansion, its grandeur and promise of shelter too enticing to resist. Unbeknownst to them, the mansion was a trap set by a malevolent spirit, the great King Rhinoceros, a demon of immense power and cunning. The disciples, driven by their base desires, had donned luxurious waistcoats from the mansion, only to find themselves ensnared by the very garments they coveted. The Tang priest, in his desperation to free them, had inadvertently led them all into the demon's clutches. The great King Rhinoceros, a monstrous figure with a jagged horn and skin as tough as steel, reveled in his victory over the pilgrims. He had longed for a worthy adversary, and the arrival of Monkey had provided him with the challenge he sought. As the great sage equaling heaven confronted the demon king, a battle of epic proportions ensued. The clash of the gold-banded cudgel against the long-handled spear was a spectacle of martial prowess and magical might. As the fight raged on, the demon king summoned his minions, a horde of little devils armed with cutlasses, staves, swords, and spears. Monkey, however, was undaunted. With a shout of delight, he met their charge head-on, his golden-crowned cudgel a blur of motion as he fended off the onslaught. But the tide of battle turned when Monkey, in a fit of impatience, hurled his cudgel into the sky, transforming it into a rain of 1,000 cudgels that descended like a swarm of flying snakes. The devils, terrified, fled for their lives, but the demon king was not so easily deterred. With a mocking laugh, he revealed his own trick, a gleaming white ring that he flung into the air, capturing all of Monkey's cudgels within its grasp. Disarmed and at a loss, Monkey found himself in a dire predicament. He retreated to the safety of Mount Jindo, tears streaming down his face as he lamented his defeat. It was then that he decided to seek help from the celestial realm. With a somersault on an auspicious cloud, he arrived at the southern gate of heaven, where he was greeted by the broad-visioned heavenly King Virupaxa and the four marshals Ma, Zhao, Wan, and Guan. Monkey's mission was clear: He sought to uncover the true identity of the Demon King and Qingqiu, the Jade Emperor, to send troops to capture the fiend. The celestial beings, intrigued by Monkey's plight, agreed to assist him. The Jade Emperor, after hearing Monkey's plea, ordered an inspection of the heavenly stars to determine if any had descended to Earth. Monkey, accompanied by the true Lord Qihan, embarked on a thorough investigation, inspecting the divine kings, the officials at the gates of heaven, and the constellations of the zodiac. To their surprise, they found no missing stars, no celestial beings who had forsaken their duties for the mortal world. This revelation left Monkey in a state of confusion, and he began to compose a poem to express his feelings. As the true Lord Qihan reported back to the Jade Emperor, Monkey waited anxiously, his thoughts consumed by the challenge that lay ahead. The Jade Emperor, in his infinite wisdom, decided to send Heavenly Kingly the pagoda carrier and his son, Prince Neza, to aid Monkey in his quest. Heavenly Kingly and his son, Prince Neza, were no ordinary celestial beings. Neza, in particular, was renowned for his prowess in battle and his collection of demon-subduing weapons. Together, they joined Monkey at the Jindo Cave, where the Demon King had taken refuge. The prince, a picture of valor and strength, challenged the Demon King to a duel, their weapons clashing in a display of martial prowess. But the Demon King, armed with his mysterious ring, proved to be a formidable opponent. The battle raged on, with Neza employing his full arsenal of weapons, only for the Demon King to capture them all with a single throw of his ring. The defeat of Neza and the loss of his weapons were a blow to the morale of the celestial forces. Monkey, however, was not one to be easily discouraged. He proposed a plan to use the elemental forces of nature against the Demon King, enlisting the help of the Star Lord of Fire and the Star Lord of Water. The Star Lord of Fire, a mighty deity with the power to control the essence of fire, agreed to assist Monkey. He led his divine troops to the mortal realm, unleashing a terrifying inferno upon the Jindo Cave. But to everyone's astonishment, the Demon King captured the fire dragons, fire horses, and all manner of fiery weapons with his ring, emerging victorious once more. Undeterred, Monkey sought the aid of the Star Lord of Water, who sent the Earl of the Yellow River to help drown the Demon King with the power of water. The river god, armed with a white jade bowl that could hold the waters of the Yellow River, joined Monkey in his quest. But when the water was poured into the cave, the Demon King once again used his ring to seal the doors, causing the water to surge out and flood the surrounding area instead. With their options dwindling, Monkey and the celestial forces were at a loss. It seemed that the Demon King's ring was an unstoppable force, capable of capturing anything and everything. But Monkey, ever the cunning and resourceful hero, had one last trick up his sleeve. Determined to reclaim his weapon and rescue his master, Sun Wukong embarked on a daring plan. He transformed into a cricket, a small and inconspicuous creature that could traverse the cave unnoticed. As he made his way through the caverns, he observed the demons in their revelry, their celebrations of victory, but the location of the stolen treasure remained elusive. He ventured further, to the rear of the cave, where he heard the mournful cries of fire dragons and horses, prisoners of the Demon King. But what truly caught Monkey's eye was his own weapon, the gold-banded cudgel, leaning against the eastern wall. Overwhelmed with joy, Monkey forgot his disguise and retrieved his cudgel. As he resumed his true form, a sense of power coursed through his veins. He brandished the cudgel, testing its weight and balance, and then, with a fierce determination, he began to fight his way out of the cave. The demons cowered in terror as Monkey carved a path of destruction, his cudgel leaving a trail of devastation in its wake. Monkey's triumphant escape did not go unnoticed. The gods, led by Heavenly Kingly, were waiting for him atop the mountain. They asked about his adventure, and Monkey recounted his tale, from his transformation to the fierce battle he had waged against the demons. The gods were in awe of his bravery, but they also lamented the loss of their own treasures, which were in the possession of the great rhinoceros king. With a swagger in his step, Monkey assured the gods that he would recover their treasures. Armed with his iron cudgel, he was ready to face the demon king once more. As they spoke, the sound of gongs and drums echoed through the mountains, signaling the approach of the great rhinoceros king and his army of spirits. Monkey welcomed the challenge, eager to confront the demon. The battle that ensued was a spectacle of power and skill. Monkey's cudgel was like a dragon's tail, while the demon's spear was a serpent's head. They fought with unyielding determination, each blow a testament to their prowess. The mountain darkened under the weight of their conflict, and the woods were heavy with auspicious clouds. The world around them seemed to hold its breath, waiting for the outcome of this epic duel. For hours, Monkey and the Demon King fought, neither gaining the upper hand. As night fell, the demon suggested they rest and continue the battle the next day. But Monkey, filled with vigor, refused to let the demon rest. He was determined to see the fight through to its conclusion, regardless of the hour. However, the Demon King, realizing the futility of continuing the fight, made a feigned retreat, leading his demons back to the cave. Monkey, victorious in his pursuit, returned to the mountain top, where he was congratulated by the gods. They praised his strength and his boundless powers, but Monkey, ever the humble hero, brushed off their compliments. Despite his victory, Monkey knew that the true challenge lay ahead. He vowed to return to the cave that night, to discover the location of the demon's treasure and to steal it if possible. The gods advised him to rest, but Monkey, with the wisdom of experience, knew that the best time for such a mission was under the cover of darkness. With a chuckle, Monkey transformed into a cricket, his body small and unassuming. He hopped his way to the cave, squeezing through the narrow gap between the doors. Inside, he observed the demons feasting and then retiring for the night. Monkey, ever the patient infiltrator, waited until the right moment before making his move. He crept into the Demon King's chamber, where he saw the ring gleaming on the demon's arm. Monkey, in the form of a flea, bit the demon, causing him to wake and complain of the itch. But the demon, ever vigilant, kept the ring firmly in place and eventually returned to sleep. Realizing that he could not steal the ring while the demon kept it so close, Monkey retreated. He released the fire dragons and horses, setting the cave ablaze from within. The demons, caught off guard, were thrown into chaos. Most were burnt to death, and the great sage, in the form of the handsome Monkey King, returned victorious. The gods on the mountaintop witnessed the blaze and rushed to see Monkey riding the dragon, leading a host of little monkeys. They recovered their weapons, and the Star Lord of Fire collected his fire creatures and implements. There was much laughter and joy as they congratulated Monkey on his success. However, the great Rhinoceros King, terrified by the fire, used his ring to extinguish the flames and attempted to rally his surviving demons. He discovered the loss of his weapons and realized that Monkey was responsible. Enraged, he vowed to capture Monkey and make him pay for his treachery. As dawn broke, the Demon King prepared to face Monkey once more. He brandished his spear and his ring, ready to continue the fight. Monkey, undeterred, challenged the demon to a duel, and the two warriors clashed once again. But this time, the gods joined the fray, each displaying their martial prowess. They fought with a ferocity that would decide the fate of the battle. The Demon King, however, was a formidable opponent. With a mocking laugh, he used his ring to capture all their weapons once more, leaving the gods and Monkey disarmed. The demon then ordered his demons to rebuild their cave, planning to slaughter the Tang priest and his disciples as a thanksgiving to the local god. Heavenly, Kingly, and the other gods retreated, their morale low. They were worried and desperate, their faces a mask of resentment. But Monkey, ever the optimist, reassured them that victory and defeat were part of the soldier's life. He vowed to discover the demon's true identity and to capture him, avenging the gods and rescuing his master. With a spring in his step, Monkey journeyed to the western heaven to seek the aid of the Tathagata Buddha. He arrived at the Vulture Peak, a place of purity and magic, where the Buddha resided. After being granted an audience, Monkey explained his predicament. The Buddha, with his all-seeing eyes, revealed the true nature of the demon but refused to disclose it to Monkey, fearing that the demon would cause trouble in the western heaven. Instead, the Buddha provided Monkey with a dharma power to help him capture the demon. He instructed his 18 arhats to give Monkey 18 grains of golden cinnabar sand. With this divine weapon, Monkey was to lure the demon out of his cave and immobilize him with the sand. Monkey, accompanied by the arhats, returned to Mount Jindo and challenged the demon king once more. As the demon pursued Monkey, the arhats dropped their golden cinnabar sand, which should have immobilized the demon. However, the demon used his ring to capture the sand, escaping back into his cave. The arhats, now empty-handed, were at a loss. It was then that two of them, Dragon Subduer and Tiger Queller, revealed that the Buddha had given them special instructions. If the golden cinnabar sand failed, Monkey was to seek information about the demon from Lord Lao Zi. Monkey, undeterred by this new challenge, somersaulted his way to the Tushita Palace in the Lihan Heaven, where he found Lord Lao Zi. After a brief exchange, Monkey discovered that the demon was, in fact, Lord Lao Zi's water buffalo, which had escaped with the diamond jade bangle, a powerful treasure that had captured all their weapons. With Lord Lao Zi's help, Monkey confronted the demon once more. This time, however, the outcome was different. Lord Lao Zi used his plantain fan to disarm the demon and reveal his true form. With the diamond bangle now in Lord Lao Zi's possession, the demon was powerless. The water buffalo was led back to the Tushita heaven, and the gods and Monkey were able to reclaim their weapons and equipment. The Tang priest and his disciples were freed, and with gratitude in their hearts, they continued their journey to the west, their spirits lifted by the triumph over the great rhinoceros king. If you want to know what happened afterwards, listen to the explanation in the next installment.